So hey guys, welcome to the Warframe video, and Baro has come once again, and he's on the Chronia Relay on Saturn on PC, Strata Relay on Earth on PS4, and Leonov Relay on Europa on Xbox One. On PC he has the Sons of Innoros questline blueprint, Prisma Grakata, which is an upgrade over the regular Grakata, Prisma Dual Cleavers, which is once again an upgrade over the regular Cleavers, and it's actually a really good dual sword weapon, Prime Target Cracker, which is a prime critical strike chance mod for secondary weapons, Prisma Shade, which is once again an upgrade over the original Shade, Vermilion Storm and Astro Twilight, which are very rare stances for claws and glaives respectively. He also has all three beacons that allow you to summon the assassins, so Goosetrack 3, Stalker and the Zanuka Hunter. And finally, he has two different skins. So the first one is the Elixis Redeemer skin, which is the one I use for my Redeemer, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And he also has the Teer Kubro armor, which is just a little Baro hat and a little Baro collar for your Kubro. On PS4 and Xbox One, he has a full set of the slash-based event mods, which increase your slash damage by 120%. So there is Buskill for your melee weapons, Fanged Fuselage for your rifles, Sweeping Serrations for shotguns, and Maim for pistols or, secondary weapons. Then he has Primed Heavy Trauma, which increases your impact damage by 165% on melee weapons, Prisma Sigil, Baro Noggle, Prisma Arrows, Teer Sentinel Mask, and the Sons of Innoros questline blueprint. Now let's talk a little bit about the weapons that he has on PC. So Prisma Grakata, as I've said already, is a straight up upgrade over the original Grakata with faster fire rate of 21.7 versus the original 20, faster reload speed of 2.0 versus the original 2.4, higher critical damage of 2.5 times multiplier versus the original 2 times multiplier, larger magazine of 120 versus the original 60, and larger ammo capacity of 1000 compared to the original 750. And even though this is an upgrade over the original Grakata, the increased fire rate means that it has even more recoil than the original Grakata, and the original Grakata already kicks like a bloody mule. I mean, this thing kicks more than AK-47 from Counter-Strike 1.5. It has that much recoil. But then again, if you just move your mouse down a little bit, you can compensate for it. So it is not the end of the world. And let's move on to Prisma Dual Cleaver. So first of all, they have higher status chance of 25% versus the original 10%, and they have faster attack speed of 1.0 versus the original 0.833. They still do 35 damage per hit like the original Dual Cleavers, but the damage is distributed differently. They have lower impact damage of 3.5 versus the original 5.25, lower puncture damage of 3.5 compared to the original 5.25, but they have higher slash damage of 28 versus the original 24.5, meaning they are worse against armored targets and shielded targets, but they are much better against flesh. Now, what makes the Prisma Dual Cleavers into probably the best dual sword weapon is the Justice Blades augment, which adds 100% melee damage, and on top of that it also adds the Justice proc. And by the way, to get this augment, you will need to reach the rank of Protector with Steel Meridian, and it will cost you 25,000 standing. And finally, we have Prisma Shade, which has higher shields of 100 compared to the original's 50, higher armor of 75 compared to the original's 50, and it has an additional dash polarity. Now, that's not everything, because Prisma Shade comes with Prisma Burst Laser, which is once again an upgrade over the original Burst Laser. It has higher status chance of 10% versus the original's 2%, higher crit chance of 5% versus the original's 2.5%, and higher critical damage multiplier of 200% versus the original 130%. And it also has higher base damage of 10 versus the original 7. It does 1 impact damage compared to the original's 0.7, 8.5 puncture damage compared to the original 6, and 0.5 slash damage versus the original's 0.3. So even if you don't want to use Prisma Shade, it is still good to get it because of the Prisma Burst Laser, on top of getting a lot of mastery points from maxing it. Now, before I end the video, if you're not sure whether or not you want to get either Astro Twilight or Vermilion Storm, I already made videos about both stances. And all you have to do to check them out is to click the annotations that are over the mod cards right now. It's basically a review where I showcase all the combos, I talk about the stance, and I give you my honest opinion, alright? And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.